habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to Chile, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a toss right to Barkley. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. they've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll take this one down to the 36.
With the give to
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a 1st quarter grab here. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. try again with Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Mayfield to throw it. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. For an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On 2nd and goal. Mahomes escaping the pressure. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time out of Chubb. 63 yards. So they had it bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Browns 17, Chiefs 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, stop your whining.
Now here's Mahomes. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I smell fear in that.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't, who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack, finally a first step in the right direction. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 55 yards. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That's good for a Kansas.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 24, Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah,
you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds.
That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They run, Chubb, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add on to their lead.
His kick,
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Browns 31, Chiefs 21.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And again, it's Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that'll set him back 5. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Their own 46-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Montez Sweat. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Chiefs 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Call it a loss of 12 that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, 84 yards, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. And they've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores. And a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, nearly picked.
Mahomes.
And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
53's the mark. 53. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mahomes firing complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So he's hit Pater twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a first down.
On the play. First down, Brown.
Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And the Chiefs, well,
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
number 4.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it'll be 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. That one complete to Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They set up the screen to Chubb. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They're turned away on 4th and goal, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
For the extra point.
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out.
The rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for his wideout. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would. Yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final try from Mahomes. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.